Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to dive into a devotional text from a group called Ambassadors Daily Banquets. We're going to break down a very specific belief they have about the end times and how that belief fuels a pretty incredible global mission.
So let's just jump right in with the big question that this whole text is built around. According to this group, what is the one single sign, the one thing that absolutely has to happen before the end can actually arrive?
Okay, so this document, and what's interesting is it's actually dated for the future, August 24th, 2025, is completely built around one single massive theme, the second coming of Jesus Christ. Seriously, everything else we're about to see flows from this one core idea. It's the lens for everything.
And here we have it, the core premise. See, this text isn't just talking about the second coming as some abstract thing way off in the future. Nope, it connects it directly to a specific, measurable action that they believe has to happen first, right here in our world.
So you might be asking, okay, but where does an idea like that come from? Well, this isn't just a general feeling or a hunch. The source points to one single piece of scripture that acts as the entire foundation for this belief.
And this is it. This one verse from the Gospel of Matthew is basically the theological engine that drives their entire mission. For them, the interpretation is a direct cause and effect. Once the gospel is preached to the whole world, then the end will come. One triggers the other.
So think about what this means. The end isn't viewed as some fixed date on a calendar that we're all just passively waiting for. Instead, it's a conditional event. It's an outcome that can only be triggered after this message has reached every single corner of the globe.
Now, this kind of belief is a total game changer, right? It doesn't just ask people to sit back and wait. It actively creates a mission. It completely shifts the dynamic from just waiting for the future to, actively working to help bring it about.
And this is where it gets really personal for the believers. The language is all about urgency and being called. That takes a big cosmic prophecy and turns it into a personal directive. It's basically saying, this isn't a spectator sport, it's a mission, and you're on the team.
Okay, so if you're on the team, what do you actually do? Well, the source gets very practical here and lays out the exact concrete steps that people can take. It's really a two-part plan. First, there's the local part. You share the message with people right there in your own community. And then there's the global part. You support the missionaries who are out on the front lines, reaching people you can't. So it's both personal action and wider support.
And this next part is pretty amazing because it shows just how organized and far-reaching this mission is. This is not just a bunch of individuals doing their own thing. Oh no, this is a highly coordinated effort that uses technology to connect people across continents and time zones.
I mean, just look at this. It's a schedule for a coordinated prayer group on WhatsApp. You've got believers in Nigeria praying at midnight while folks in the US are praying in the early evening their time. You see the UK, Canada, Switzerland, all synced up. It's a powerful example of a modern global community focused on one single thing.
And what's really interesting is that even though this is a digital global network, the source grounds the whole thing in a physical location. They give a phone number, an email, and a street address in Lagos, Nigeria. It makes the entire operation feel tangible and, reachable.
So when you put it all together, you see this really clear path. It starts with one verse from the Bible. That verse fuels a core belief. And that belief, in turn, drives an urgent personal mission that is organized and coordinated all across the planet.
Which leaves us with a bigger question, doesn't it? If we kind of zoom out from this specific text, it really makes you wonder, when any belief system gives people such a clear, defined, and urgent mission, how does that end up shaping a person's sense of purpose in their daily life?